Okay, so my first one's going to start off with this somebody wrote on a box, but that's okay. We can turn it around and use this one. Not, I'm sure it was an old cheese box, but it just doesn't say anything anymore. And so my motivation is Dollar Tree does carry black trees this time of year. And I saved from the pie funnel. Yes, I did. From the pie funnels that I got, I saved the Little Witch. I never could figure out who MB was, the maker, but these were handmade pottery pieces. The Stuart Bass I could find, but the MB I never did find, so I thought she would be perfect in here. But we need to fill this up first. So we're going to take some of the Dollar Tree floral foam. Almost fits, almost fits. Want to do something to rise it up so it isn't just sitting in the box and you're not seeing all those yummies. Before I start doing the assembly and put it all together, I want to cover up the flower foam, and I just have this Spanish moss from Hobby Lobby. You don't have to put a ton because you just want it kind of at the edges. You're going to be putting stuff, I'm going to be putting stuff on here. This stuff works wonderful, but man, to work with it is so messy. So I'm going to be putting a tree in here, but I'm going to take off the base so that I can poke it into the floral foam. Take a little hot glue. And then just get it stuck right in there. I have a flower frog, which I don't think I need the flower frog, but we will see. Because I could do this, and I could use this as a base, which that's what I'm going to do. I already decided. Like, okay, so I'm going to use that as a base, and then I don't know if the flower, I don't know on metal if it'll stay on or not, but sometimes when you get these, you just have to kind of rearrange and re-glue. Oh, there's just something about, yeah, isn't there? There's just something. I'm not going to glue her in, but hopefully I can make it nice and tight. But we got it going on, but there's lots of room for a lot more. So we have some mini pumpkins. Just happened to find these last year in somebody's booth, and I'm like, oh, I want more because I just like the shading of them. I love how they shaded them. Little ombre going on there. So since we're going with which is the theme, there's a person that makes these at one of our local antique malls, and I usually do pop in and check out what she has. This is from last year, so I'm just going to stick that in there. I'm not going to fill in the holes. I do think it looks kind of weird just having the wire just hanging there. Got a black cat. Well, come on, it's a witch and she needs some black cats, right? So let me see if I like the placement. I believe these were from Target last year. I don't know if Target has their stuff out or if they're the same as everybody else, waiting for the school stuff to all go. So I didn't take the base off that one because I want it to be a little bit taller. And it's just hot glue, so I think I'm going to take that off the base. I told you I like these full. Okay, so off the base you go, a little bit of hot glue. Yes, we use bottle brush trees all year long. So I just got a couple little baby bottle brushes, and I think we might be complete. Okay, so not completely. I found this little jack-o'-lantern match. So I'm not going to glue that in, but I am going to stick it for a little bit of orange back in here. And then I thought it would be fun to have that crow sitting on the top of that pumpkin, like the cats are looking at him. So I know that it's only the 1st of August, but Halloween, spooky season is creeping up upon us. And as soon as actually, some of the stores already had Halloween out at the 4th of July, so it's probably already gone. Some of them are waiting for their school supplies to go, and then they put Halloween out. So I thought, I made that marshmallow tin, and I've been like, oh, okay, I can't hold off anymore. I'm going to do a couple of the assemblies for you all. Yes, they're kind of going to be Halloween themed. So if that's not your vibe, I completely understand that, but I love creating these. Now I have a cheese container, cottage cheese, but look it's orange and black. So what are you going to do? So I'm going to go ahead and fill it up with some floral foam. It's like waxed, so it's probably lasted that long because it was waxed. So now I know he's a bendy, but I know he's not Halloween-y, but he is the color. He's tan. So where does he go? So he's still, I wish that was, yes, I do. I wish it was orange too, but that's okay. Just trying to make it all fit in here. See, we can make it all work. We can. It'll be fun. So I want to take those off. Ooh, not straight. That's nice because they have those sticks so you can stick it into the, oh, that one broke off. Oh, well. You will have that. I always say when you're out and about, look for the odd colors of bottle brush trees because you never know when you're going to want to use them. Okay, I'm going to see if I can make him some ribbon to go around his neck. So we can take him from Christmas to Halloween. He doesn't, oh, oh my gosh, he was actually, at one point, this little faded guy was green. Oh, so he is like the Night of the Living Dead elf. Oh my gosh, that he's faded that much over time. Wowzers. I thought he was going to be that faded. Oh my goodness, you little guy. And then I have a pumpkin. Try to see how much I can possibly get in there. And now that I don't think I can fit any more in here. I'm going to take some of the, we're going to call it dead grass for this video. The dead grass. It's not grass, but I know. It's just fun. So I think so he's not lonely. I'm going to use one of these cupcake picks. And we're just going to put it right there next to him. Let's bring out the marshmallow tin. Though it's not as orange, and it may be just how mine printed off, I'm just going to see what's in my stash that we can match it up. So, of course, we're going to fill it. You know how that goes. Nobody's going to be seeing those leftovers anyway, because it's going to be on the bottom. I don't have to worry about gluing it down. See, that way it won't come out. Some more of the dead grass. Just fun to say. Cover up. I like using it, but there again, holy cow, get out of my way. So I think I have Dollar Tree. I think Target. So I think that matches. Hold on, let me pick off the dead grass. Oh. I'm trying to, am I centered? Am I centered? Ah, I already stuck it in there. it's probably already adhering to the whole. Well, you know, hoping that tree needs a haircut. Same here. I think I'm going to take that off the base. Do I need to take it off the base? No, I don't. I don't think I do. You just have to decide. And the base is black, so that's nice. Oop, turn my glue gun back on. So I bought this in somebody's booth because I love the jack-o'-lantern and I love whatever the little fuzz is. But I think I am going to take a moment and paint this black. But it definitely goes with the hue of that, the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, and the hue of this because it's kind of muted. Not necessarily, I don't want to like make it look like it's been painted. I'm just going to take IOD's black ink and we're going to kind of tone that yellow down. So I did a few coats until it kind of covered the yellow. So we're going to go ahead and get that glued in. Can't have a hole, right? So I had to get into my Christmas stash and find another. I needed it to be white because even though this is like that creamish color, I wanted a white one to go with the top of that tree. I put cream there. It didn't look right. And then I have another little black tree, and then we'll fill it up. So think of I had to cut a tree down, but think of what you consider snow on the tips of the tree as moonlight. Okay, so I find orange all year long. Look at this enameled teapot without a lid. So that's just asking to have something in it. Though they don't have to be like in your face all complicated with a whole bunch of stuff like I do closer towards Christmas. But yeah, so let's see how much foam I can get in here. More of the messy dead grass. Too much. Just trying to. A little bit definitely goes a long way, and then you just kind of smush it together. So I have a beautiful black tree. So I'm going to. This is the Dollar Tree. Now I stopped at multiple Dollar Trees. My local happened to have the trees out already, and the other didn't have any yet. So there we go. You just never know. So we're going to stick a tree in there. And then I have a Teapot. This is, I think, probably an old cupcake cake. They are oldies, but I thought he's so cute. So I'm going to glue his little bottom of his feet to get him to stick. I might have to glue a little bit back here to get him to stick to the tree to make it so it's a nice little package, but hot glue will come off if somebody chooses to take it apart. I'm going to try to squish one more tree in here. Oh, you know I am. It's okay. We can just make it one big happy family. Sure, did they just give these out at Halloween instead of candy? I don't know. It looks like a something to stir your cocoa with. I don't know. Kids weren't drinking coffee, but it's a great way to use up all these things. And I kind of tilted the trees kind of like a little Nightmare Before Christmas action, Dr. Seuss. I might have to take a little bit of wire and hold them together. Fishing line works when you're defying gravity here. You know, it's once you want it to be magical that you can't see it. See, then that just brings them closer together. One big happy family. Getting to use that vintage Halloween. Mix it in with the new. Yeah, I don't know. This might be last year's Dollar Tree? I'm not sure, y'all. But I love that little Harlequin. Is that what they call it? The diamonds? I don't know. I just know I like to create stuff. So I'm going to put a little ribbon. I do feel like this could take a ribbon without overdoing it. This is not wired. You would think that it is because of the stuff on the side, but it's not. So I do need to hot glue it to the teapot there after cutting some little. Almost cut it the wrong way. Be helpful. Okay, I fell in love with this. This came as an auction extra, and I'm like, oh, look at it. It's orange, black, rusty, crusty. Okay, so maybe more brown than, but it was a Shadowlands 4-season hard candies. And I don't know, can I fill it up? I'm going to give it a good try. Now I need to figure out how to get pieces in here. We will just make it work. We'll just keep packing it until I can't pack it in there anymore. That graphics is amazing. They just, I don't know, it's not as cool. You can't make a marshmallow tin arrangement in a marshmallow plastic bag that rips and destroys as soon as you do it. Oh gosh. Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna glue this piece on top of it, just so I have a base. I'm making dust. Okay, let's see if we can pack it in there with some of the dead grass. Just gonna keep saying it because it's funny. Okay, so how much can I fill up? A lot. I can try to fill up a lot. So I have these. I don't know. I haven't gone out of town, so I haven't made it to any of the stores. So all the rest of the Halloween. Good thing I'm working off last year's stock. I love these little ombre trees here. And like we did with the one with the cat, I'm going to take some fishing line and tell the trees they are now attached to each other. Doing this first before I put anything in front of it, then I don't have to work around that. Lift my tree up around there, but I think what I'm going to put in front of here it'll cover it up because I got this ghost. I think they must have given out toys back in the day, like for Halloween. Oh my gosh. So he's like that faded. He's not white anymore, but I thought, oh my gosh, he's perfect. Perfect. Now figuring out how to get him to stick on here when there's not really much of a base. So let's see if that works. If I give him a little bit of something, can I get him to glue on here? Maybe. And then when I'm holding that, if any of the glue's like squished out, just take some of that dead grass. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it's maybe a little bit early, or is it late? I don't know, but I know that I love creating and looking for items all year long. So I hope I have inspired you. And if it's not your jam, I hope you just enjoyed watching today's video. We will see you next time and you can see what I'm creating. Bye.